indication lamp in the EVF lights up and the recording starts.
It's red, right?
Right.
I think I'm recording now.
Okay, and then if you push the stop start button again, the lamp will go out, the recording is stopped, and it's in the recording pause mode. That's it.
You gonna be at the meeting tonight?
Oh yeah. What you gonna do about it?
Say something for the fans out there.
Great jumping radio stations, Batman.
I wonder whatever happened.
Leaping lizards, Batman. Oh. Great genocide double takes, Batman.
That sounds familiar.
Graham, as in Graham Cracker.
Yeah, that's right. Scott Graham,
I don't know where he is.
He migrated from Adams State, I think, and then I don't know what else happened.
I read in the mornings.
Okay.
Uncanny. Gee, it's 7 o'clock. You get fired for that one, Dan. I don't know why you're sitting up there. Just having That's true.
Okay.
I have all my meetings every Wednesday, though.
Oh, well, you may want to give some input.
That's good.
It'll look good.
You really don't know what you're trying to press me. You're trying to take me to bed or something. I thought this was something. You left your pulse. Larry, you're chocolate. There you go. The John Core Reading Award.
Guys, the hippie generation of drinking beer before the event. Trying to get ready. I'll put my signature
I was there. I want some still photos of me here. I do have an image.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
Did you? All right.
Maybe we can stump the balance this year.
That always takes good.
We need Dan food. You're on there now. What are you talking about? We need Dan food. Show us some stuff. We'll fake the attack for you. I've already sent my wife.
Yeah.
I played 4 years, that was it.
Did you sign?
Yes.
I bring the stamp for that.
Now we can start.
You gotta see that.
Where can I get a stamp that has like a pop in it? A pop in dread match. The entrance is hard. You know, like a stamp that has like a pop in it.
Yeah, we gotta have the picture taker and the picture taker.
And the video too Fridays.
Mounds of radiation to unleash the deadly.
Juveniles are here.
Come in. To get your
not. Wait for Jimmy Drive.
Where's the starts department?
Look, people are coming in. You want to support.
So you keep moving it.
I told him to come.
I did, seriously.
I need some more chairs. Pull some chairs in from the cafeteria too.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, they should have been if you had to.
I'm sure you signed this.
I think they should have grabbed it.
That's in case I need to call you up.
Hey, no way, man. I'm perfect.
In case I need to call you up.
Watch that leg come here.
None of that.
Hey, go Marshall, because I will also be like
Get this thing in the way, Mark.
Pardon me? Are you ready now?
Jimmy Drive right. You wouldn't want to answer to him if you didn't show. Oh, nice That's where I want to put my gloves.
Ready to get underway. Let's stream. Talking way in the back there.
Quiet!
All right, this is the Kmsa staff meeting.
Are you serious?
We got a lot of stuff to cover, so I want to get right with the program here. And I want everybody, if they have a comment to make it short and sweet. Don't run on about it, okay? It's not a gripe session. So we're going to start right now with the proper preparation of the station logs. And Nate here is going to start us off with that. We're going to start talking.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up. No voice don't carry. The biggest problem on the station logs I've found so far is those are not being, understand the sign off when they sign off. If you go on the air before midnight, you stay on that same day's log, but if you go on afterward, you start that day's log for that day. Is there any question about that? That seems to be the biggest problem we've had so far. Remember also, before you go off duty, make sure you signed off and anything else that you should put down. If you have any, if there's any technical problems that you notice, you can put it in remarks, and I'll catch that the next time I look at the logs. That's all I have about logs right now. I have one more for everybody's information. There's new tone arms in the production room now. Take care of them. They're only $175 a piece. Plus cartridge and styluses. For those who don't already know, because of reasons of health and other personal matters, after the 30th of June, I will no longer be here. Who will take over, I don't know, but I wish him lots of success. I have one more comment on during the news broadcasts. Whoever's on the board during the news broadcasts, I know it's the last several days, but they haven't been watching the levels. A lot of the levels should have been brought up and they were not brought up. I noticed that today. Of course, experience and a little more training will probably solve that problem. So for all those who are on the console there, during the news broadcast, watch your gain controls and bring it up, because well, I know a lot of times people, the cards may be low or somebody's voice may be soft. That's normal. That happens, but we'll bring those levels up so everybody you can hear it all right. I don't have anything else at this time. I may have some more comments later, so back to you, Mark.
Listen to this is the Rasta line. I thought that too. Well, it's a moving song. It means something to him, the message. And he starts his Rasta show out with it. So, in case anybody doesn't know, everybody signed this? This is so we know that you were here. Let me show you this. This is called the station log. Everybody needs to be real cognizant about how they fill this out to make sure that they're thinking when they're doing it, so they're not making any mistakes. And also look at the time, the guy before you, so you might be able to remind him of a mistake that he's made, or the time off, to make sure that your time on corresponds with his time off, right? And if you're signing on, make sure you check on the on and put this time on, right? And if you have any questions, make sure you get to this. But so much for that. The program logs, I didn't bring a copy with me, but everybody knows about the program logs, right? That's where all the announcements that they're supposed to make are located, and everybody's doing pretty well at that. Is there any problems with that? Everybody should. What we're doing during the day is the far left-hand column is done at the time scheduled, and then the far right-hand column is done at a quarter hour. Okay? This is the playlist, especially for free-form DJs, since we've instigated the free-form music policy. Right over in this left column, I want you to put, whether it's a new album, signify new by N. And right next to it, put whether it was a blues, jazz, acoustic, or reggae song. So I know that you're playing your required music. Okay? Because we have instituted a policy to where, see, in the past, we called ourselves freeform, but we weren't. So now we have a definition of what freeform is, and that's the policy we're using. So everybody, I've talked to everybody pretty much in the freeform period about it. And I'll continue to do so. And that's about that for that. And try to, flow between the different styles of music and make it real freeform. Because this establishes a Kmsa identity, and it only takes 10 songs is all it takes. And that's a small percentage of your show, and it's to keep the continuity and consistency of Kmsa happening. We're trying to formulate and establish a Kmsa identity over and beyond each individual DJ. Because if we let each DJ do their own thing, we'll have 50 different identities, Kmsa identities, and the listeners, I think, want to know, they want to hear. Well, I've had a couple good comments about the freeform policy. They said that they can listen to Kmsa for longer periods of time. And you want to keep working on Kmsa's identity as well as your own identity as a DJ. And I don't think this restricts your freedom too much. And we put it in black and white now, which was never, it was never black and white before. Okay? And be aware of what you're doing too. Carts. I haven't heard any complaints about queuing of carts, but all the new people should know that you let the carts stop by themselves. If they don't stop by themselves, then there's a problem. But let them stop by themselves. That way, when the next DJ plugs it in, it'll be right at the start form. Don't stop it and pull it out and put it back up, because when he puts it in, we're going to have some dead air happen. And try to put your cards back where they belong. Try to keep them in numerical order so that they're easy to find. If you just grab a yellow one and toss it back in any open hole there, they get out of order easily. If anybody wants to make a card, go for it. And we'll help you if you need help. But everybody should be doing promotional cards, announcements for their shows. Like Ken, I know you don't have one. You don't have one. You have several. Jimmy Craig's got some. You don't have one. You don't have one. You don't have one. You don't have one. Let's see. A lot of people don't have one. You're right. Moving on. The station has been a royal mess lately. I mean, there's papers all over the floor, pizza boxes stashed, who knows where. You know? Papers everywhere. If somebody leaves their homework there, it's just tossed amidst a bunch of other scrap paper, and I find it's going to get trashed. I'm going to go in there, I'm just going to take everything, whether it's important to you or not, and I'm going to trash it. So make sure you clean up your own messes, and if the station is a little messy, do what you can to straighten up a little bit.
Take pride in the station.
Keep it clean. Short comment?
Yeah, I'd like to also say that extends to the front doorway where it'd be nice if you can keep your butts in the little place for the butts and stuff instead of just because every now and then you come in, there's cigarette butts all over the steps. Trying to. Yeah, I know, but a lot of it is.
Well, especially inside our hallway. Like if it's right by the front door of Kmsa, I notice a lot of butts that are there, and they make little stain marks on the floor. It's not good. It makes us look like a bunch of pigs. So if you're going to smoke, go outside and smoke. Or do something, but clean up your mess after you do it.
Chair Biz.
Yes.
Sign-in sheet?
Yeah, sign in, please. All right. Album theft. This is a no-no. Nobody steals albums, right? Good. Because when you steal an album, there's kind of a morality trip here to stealing. It's like you might want the album, for yourself, but it's not right, because that deprives us, all of us here at the station, from being able to play that album. So you're hurting us.
So it deprives the listeners too, right?
And also it deprives the listeners. We can't play it for the listeners if you take it. What makes you so special that you think that you can take this album and keep it for yourself when I want to play it, when he wants to play it, and when somebody out there wants to listen to it? Don't do it. It's not right. Just don't do it. Don't think about doing it. If you've done it, which some people in here are suspected of doing it because there has been some album theft, bring it back.
Has this been a problem recently? It's continuing?
It's always a problem.
Always been. Yeah, always. But has it been bad, like the time we had sections disappearing and stuff?
A lot of times you don't know that it has been stolen in a couple of weeks, and then you'll find out that it's missing. A lot of times you think an album has been stolen when it's just been misfiled.
A lot of that.
Yeah. There's a lot of misfiling going on. In fact, I caught a guy just misfiling records left and right this morning. When you pull out an album, pull out the album behind it also, so you know where it goes, and put it back there. Not that that's the right place for it, but at least you put it back where you found it. Okay?
Can I say two things? Well, they're short anyway.
Larry.
If you steal records also, and the record companies happen to find out, if they suspect that people are stealing records, they won't send them anymore. And that kind of thing.
And it's a federal offense.
And, it's
You can get kicked out of school immediately if you're caught stealing, just kicked out.
another thing, I think that if I have any power here, I'd like to say that no more borrowing records unless you talk to me personally, and probably not even.
The station policy is that
No
there
notes.
is no borrowing records, period. Okay? Nobody borrows records. Because if one person does it, then everybody wants to do it. Pretty soon, you know, we're checking them in and out. We just don't have the facility for that. Mr. Keener is the faculty advisor. In case anybody doesn't know him, I'll introduce him to you now. This is Mr. James Keener.
Yeah, you can't tape records. You come take it to the production room, make a little copy to take home, because that is a serious offense called copyright violation. We'll pursue that. The college is obligated to pursue that. So if we catch you, you know, not only will we take action, if the college is liable, we'll have to release from school. We'll also turn you over to the record companies, and they'll get their pound of money.
That also applies, don't cooperate with people if they call you up and ask you to play a song so they can tape it. Tell them if they're going to tape it, don't talk to you about it.
In case anybody doesn't know, this is Terry Stanley, otherwise known as Terry Dean. And he wanted to make sure that we had a meeting so he could meet everybody.
I got tired of people coming in and picking out records and I didn't know who they were.
Also, I'll introduce you to the guys up here. This is Nick Lloyd. Over here, he is the, what are you? Program director.
Wasn't an artist.
He is the guy. I don't know how he deserves that.
A little hot up there.
Come on, Nick, you like film projectors.
He's the guy that makes out the program logs that you use. If there's any problems with the program logs, contact him if he's around.
He also does some pretty good artwork on the door, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our station artist.
Darcy is our all-around
She's the assistant
helping
program
hand,
director.
but she's also the assistant program director, right, Darcy?
I do.
Okay. But if you have any problems, contact Nick about a cart missing or a PSA that's not there or any kind of problem. Contact him. Also put it in the discrepancy report. Otherwise, you can contact me and I'll tell Nick about it too.
There's another problem is sometimes people just pull cards and they don't tell me about it, and then I program them in and they're not there. And so people have been pulling cards for any particular reason, like if you want to pull your promo and make another one, you have to tell me about it.
Do not erase carts. Do not take carts out of the control room and not put them back. If you're going to use them in the production room, that's one thing. But we've had a few carts come up missing. And that's uncool.
That seems to happen with regularity. Every show, one show,
And sometimes they disappear and
so I improvise, I just slam in something, you know, that's close to, like if it's 90, I put in 85 or something. Is that the way you want it done? I don't know. That's the way it's done.
Anything's, I don't know. Do it anyway.
People, if you can't find carts, if you don't want to do any guesswork, the best thing to do, when in doubt, write it in the discrepancy log.
There's a bunch of pink carts too behind you in the control room, and you can play those whenever you feel like it. You know, if you want to pull one up and check it out, go for it.
Mark, may I interject? I don't know who's responsible for this, but we are required by the FCC to have issues programs on file. And remember that. That's all.
Has anybody come in that hasn't signed the sign-in sheet? Just you. Okay, you can do that later. Make sure that everybody signs it so that I know who came. Professionalism. That's called just doing your job and not being...
What happened to the rest of the table?
Hey, you're well, the rest of the table. This is Nate Bale. He's our chief engineer. He's the top. This is Jester, our news director. Rick Collier is officially known as our mobile rock block manager.
I'm Larry.
This is Evil Dan. He is the staff enforcer. He calls himself advisor. We call him the enforcer. I call him. You can call him whatever you want.
This is Larry Coley.
He already introduced himself.
What about Tom?
Oh, this is Tom Aninias. He's the assistant manager.
And
He's the resident yes man.
I spilled my orange juice with my books when I was throwing the kid back
Ignore him. He's doing his own thing.
We're going to see if we can break some stuff.
Okay, we gotta get moving here. We only got a few hours left, so we've gotta move right on. Okay, professionalism, everybody knows about that. If you're not being professional, we'll be the first to tell you. All right? The guest policy is only one guest per DJ, and it's the DJ's responsibility to keep an eye on that guest. Right? Also, special information that you have to keep up on is posted on the door and also on the bulletin board. So when you come in, if you only come in once a week, you're really hurting, because sometimes we'll post something on the door that you should know about, and you only have a few days to know about it. So if you don't come in just once a week, if you have a show once a week, come in every couple days and check out the door and read it. Don't just look at it, because I know it's easy to get conditioned to where there's always stuff on there. It's easy to walk in and not pay any attention to it. But there's always something new up there that, and entertaining that needs to be read. Okay?
Or appreciated.
That's right, like the new cartoon that Nick did. And I'm always putting messages up there. Like I put Tandy's playlist up there to show that the free form policy can work in a 2-hour show. And I think it works better in a 2-hour show. And it sounds pretty good. We've had some good compliments again. Going on.
never mind.
Phone lists. Hopefully, if your phone number is not on this, you'll get it so we can get a phone list happening, an up-to-date phone list. Because if you can't be at your show, it's your responsibility to find a substitute. Don't call me an hour before your show and say, hey, I can't find anybody to do my show. I can't make it. If you can't do your show, you should know about it way in advance. And I'll have copies of the phone list for everybody if they want them. I'll stick them a whole bunch of copies up there on the bulletin board, so you can rip one off and take it home with you if you want a copy. Okay, and it's your responsibility to find a replacement for your show if you're not going to be there. And if you just don't show up for your show, you can count on that being your last time to do that. Because I've done that before with people. They don't show up for the show. I just told them they don't have a show anymore. And I will do that. In fact, I have a lot of fun doing that. Okay, phone lists. Media practicum people. I need to get with you. If you're not on the news team, and you're responsible to do some things at the station, like there's a variety of things you can do. But if Mr. Keener calls me up and asks me, okay, what has this guy done? Immediate practical. And I know that he hasn't done anything. I'll tell him so. Your grade will reflect that. We've been pretty easy in the past, but the media practicing people seem to be dwindling. So we need people to help out. No drinking or smoking in the station, right? No smoking, definitely. Drinking, if you have a Coke or something, you can bring it in the lobby. But if somebody spills it, there's going to be a mess. And it'll be up to you to clean it up, and clean it up properly. Don't just get a paper towel or wipe it up a little bit and still leave some sticky stuff on there. That's no good. And never bring anything to drink in the control room. And alcoholic beverages. I came in the other morning. It was Monday morning. I found this bottle of rum and 3 or 4 beer cans stashed in the garage, in the garden. I know it's my garage at home. But I saw these things there. It really concerned me because I've been hearing rumors of people partying there at the station and bringing in a bunch of friends and partying. This can't happen. It just can't happen because it takes away. You're there to do a job, and that's what I expect you to do when you're there. Because I know a lot of the late night people, they have a lot of freedom because nobody's there watching them. They don't have a lot of traffic. So, if I ever have any proof of anybody drinking, I'll fire them immediately. It's as simple as that. And I don't know what else to say about that. You have anything to say about that, Terry?
Yeah, Mr. Keener has often stated at other meetings that if he comes in and finds bottles or things in the trash, the DJ on the board may be suspended as well. So make sure when you go on, you might want to check and see if it's there before, that you know that it's there, and it was there before you came in. And you might even want to get rid of it right away. Get it out of the station. We don't want it in there at all.
Get rid of it and call me if you find a beer can in the station. There should never be beer cans in the station. Now, when they're outside, it's hard to tell who put them there, right? It could be some kid who happened to be walking by. If they're located in the outside trash can, but if it's located in the hallway or if it's located in the station, then there's some suspects here. And there should be no drinking happening. Air checks of shows. Now this is a new program we started, and it seems to be working out pretty good. It's a lot of work for us to listen to all these tapes. We've developed a air check evaluation sheet which we'll be using for the next air checks that you submit, and we'll be giving you a copy of this when we give you back your air check. If you haven't got your air check back yet, it will be coming back to you real soon, and I want another one due when? About the end of March, or not the end of March, like the 3rd week of March. I will be expecting another air check, and we'll try to let you know how we feel about it. And we don't claim to be super pros, but we are veterans, if nothing else. Kmsa veterans. He claims to be a pro. So we're going to keep this program going, this air check program going, and hopefully it'll develop into something constructive and we'll all improve because of it. One thing to remember when you're doing your show is to promote Kmsa and other DJ shows. Now you do this by playing their cards, but also do it just by talking and telling the people who's coming up after you, who's coming up throughout the day, any specialty shows that might be coming up. Any sports events that might be coming up. Anything, plus that, if you know anything special about a group, if you can read liner notes, you can mention the different members of the group to make it kind of educational way and entertaining. Add a little bit here and there. So it's not just music, 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 okay, we play this, this. You know, spice it up a little bit. It gets pretty boring otherwise.
Yo. That's a good point. Like, I'd like to worry about it over here.
Don't
Tell the people that really need to date out there.
For late night DJs, if the door is open, which it shouldn't be, you always have to stick that garbage can in there so you don't lock yourself out. Right? You go to the bathroom. We have had a few people lock themselves out. And if you do this, you have to find security immediately. Right? You have to go find security immediately. And what else you have? If it's unlocked, you have to call security so they can come lock it up before you leave. Never leave the station unlocked with nobody in there. Call up security and they'll come lock it up for you. You'll be happy.
Yeah,
They don't
we're
like
not pleased about that.
Can't get them at their little number. I have to just call 911 and tell them to dispatch security to use the home number.
Did you hear that? You can't get hold of security through the phone number that's listed up there. It's on this little sticker.
Half the time you can.
You call 911 and they will dispatch, tell them to dispatch security to Houston Hall. Right?
Right.
You're signing on and off. There are how you turn on and off the receiver. Instructions are posted on the rack in the back of you. Even if you're not signing on or off, read it so you know how it works. About it. Does anybody have any? Okay, Nate has another comment.
Yeah, I wish to, even though they're not here, I've been listening to the different sports broadcasts of the different basketball games in the past. And I wish to compliment those who the sports broadcasters are for doing a fine job. They really did an excellent job in broadcasting the sports.
It reminds me of another point that we're going to be having a lot of baseball games coming up. Your show is liable and it probably will be preempted because of baseball. So the sports department tries to get with you in advance, but if they can't, we have a sports schedule, and you can look at it, and you can see if it falls within your show.
That's what I was going to say. Lou's got one posted in the newsroom.
Right.
One, where is that at?
He's got it. It's just like
And also, when you use the tape machine in the control room or in the production room, please close it up because the dust just goes right into it.
Make sure you turn it off too.
Turn it off. It was on today.
There's a little red light. Just make sure you turn it off. It is pretty unnoticeable, but if you keep that in mind,
the motor just sits there and goes.
it just goes and it wears it out. It's really bad on it. So make sure you turn it off if you use it. Okay.
One of the reasons for the free-form music policy is to build a Kmsa identity and also to make sure that DJs are playing a variety of music and not just their favorites from high school, and also that they are learning a little bit about different types of music so that they will be better people when they leave here. And try not to play the same songs all the time on your shows, and try not to play the same blues tune all the time. Try not to play the same jazz tune every show, because I'll catch up with you sooner or later, and I'll tell you about it. And one of the reasons, just stick your neck out, take a chance. Pull an album you've never heard about from the jazz section and play it. Okay? And rock doesn't count as acoustic. So, because we'll be monitoring your growth, and if there is no growth, then there's really no sense of you being around. You're here to learn and grow. And that's what we're looking for. And you have to play your new music too, and it's required to play 4 new songs per hour. Now that's on the average, because by playing the new music, we are guaranteed to get new albums sent to us. We compile a list, a top 35 list, and we send this to the record companies, and they send us albums. So if you're not playing new music, you're not helping us in the quest to find new albums. So you're not doing your part for KMSA. Terry.
Do we still have a newsletter, or is it defunct? Or?
We're going to get a newsletter out real soon.
Just a point I'd like to make, if you take a message, please put your name, the time that you take the message, a date, so that we have a rough idea when whoever called us, we can track old notes.
It's pretty bad when I have to look at someone's playlist just because I'm looking at it and find a little scribble up here that says Dave Welch called. All right, so he calls me up. He calls me up the next day. He never got my message. He never called me up. That's because the message never went any further than this DJ's playlist. And we do have an organization that needs to be run, and we need to communicate within it.
Also be courteous when you're on the phone. You represent KMSA.
That's a big problem.
Some of the callers on
We have a problem with the phone, too. The problem is if you're not watching the light, you can't hear it. I don't know what's wrong with that phone. It's still not working right. What you have to do is on the loudness, is you have to turn it on. You have to turn the loudness on so you can hear it, not only see it. Because I've called several times and wasn't able to get through.
Well, it's disgusting in those. We turn it down very low so we don't have it ringing throughout the weather report. That's the only phone that.
That's okay.
That's the only phone that rings.
Right. It's okay as long as you remember to turn it back on, or the DJs, do whatever you need to do so you can answer the phone.
While we're on the phone, can I say something? Yeah, I know. I should. Okay, when you talk to somebody on the phone and they want to talk to anybody, I think you ought to ask them where they're from and what they want to talk to somebody about, or who they want to talk to. Then you can direct it to somebody in that department in case they're calling about someone that used to work in that department and they don't work there anymore. And you just say, "Oh, he's not here," and you hang up, and then they just go, "Oh well." And like in the past, a lot of these record companies still have names of people that were music directors and program directors and stuff in the past, and you know, they'll lose us, and we'll lose them. You know, take the calls and talk to some of them, especially the independents. So you want to kind of like ask them, you know, what they want. I think. I know it sounds rude, but I think you need to, and then direct it. If it's for music, direct it to Dave Grace. Yeah, thank you.
Also,
I think it's important.
being a KMSA DJ or working at KMSA, knowing the news, any kind of connection you have with KMSA, it's important that you are representative of KMSA, right? So you need to know what's happening on campus. You need to read the paper. You need to be better informed than other students on campus. Because we have a big organization here, and it's growing, and we're just getting ready to boom. We're making some impact on campus, right? So when people call you up needing information, don't act like an idiot, even if you're polite. Refer them to a phone number, something where they can get more information, and make it a point to know your job and to know what you're doing and know what's going on campus. Okay? Because you represent KMSA, and we got a big organization here.
I was in the student center today and I heard Hank Williams and Sammy.
I was thanks to Selena. Don't be afraid to play something that you feel like your friend's laughing.
But they had the volume so low. I had to ask them to turn it up.
Well,
Our test has worked sometimes, doesn't work. We told them we got them to turn us on at the student center, but we didn't say how loud.
Yeah.
30 decibels.
Really, they are.
what they tell you is to just go to the desk and ask you to turn it up, but we went up and asked him to do that yesterday, and they said, no way.
Frank will go back there, he'll turn it back down.
Hey, I went up there.
Procedure.
I went up there and had him turn it up, and about 3 minutes later, the woman turned it down again.
Yeah, they want to hear ads for, who knows what.
they're conditioned to
That's
commercials.
the way ads form then.
So maybe we should play some more PSAs, right?
No, just hit it with a big stick.
$8 PSAs.
All right, we have a special thing here to do now. Now we've got all this meeting taken care of. As we all know, Nate is going to be retiring in a couple months, few months.
4 months.
4 months.
Trying to get rid of him.
June 30th. So he's worked here for a long time. So what we did, we wanted to give Nate this plaque right here.
Sometimes it's been pretty difficult. I meant physical-wise. I regret that our station isn't larger because it's created a lot of problems for everybody. I mean, physically speaking. And hopefully that sometime in the future that Kmsa will have a proper designed studios and offices that they certainly deserve. And with that, why, it will no longer be, shall we say, in the background as far as visibility is concerned. There are many things I wish we could have added. We've considered time delay for telephone messages. I know that in the future that we probably want to put in some compact disc players. That's probably coming up in a few years. And maybe you want to increase power, you may want to increase antenna height. There's all kinds of things that can be done. But it takes time and money, and it seems like we're a little short on both times. Anyway, however, as I told Jim Keener and anybody else on any technical matters, if you have any problems, why I would be available for consulting. And all that goes with it. I don't know all the answers, but I'll help as much as I can. And thank you again.
Again, it's important for us to all work together because we have a hell of an organization, and I want to see it get even better. And our sound is important to me, what we sound like, and I spend a lot of time listening to it. And I'm happy with the way it sounds, but I'm not totally satisfied. So we need to all work harder, learn as much as we can about music, the music we're playing, continue to play the new music, and don't play a bunch of over-commercialized music. It's important for us to play music that's not available anywhere else in the Grand Valley, because that's what Kmsa is all about, always has been about, ever since I've been here. So right now we want to take a group photo. Oh, Mr. Keener has one more.
Before everybody gets going, it's that time of year when I begin putting out the necessary information for application manager. After spring break, which is the last week of March, we actively circulate information for applications. Application deadline to turn into me will be sometime around the 1st of April. It'll take a day or two. I'll announce that when I'm on the application. But those of you who are interested in
organize our photo session so we can all get a photo for us for our next newsletter.
We'll do one with and without clothes.
What?
Okay. What I'd like everybody to do is to get over in the back area there in front of the picture on the west side. Tall people in the back.
Hey, Nick.
Now I want y'all flat against on your backs there, and then I want you to hold your head like that. Here. Now realize I do not have the wide angle lens, so I may have to.
And you have to get us all in. You can't just have one.
Yeah. Okay, first things first. Okay, all of you praying on down here. I'll need you to get more into the center here. We're going to have people kneeling in the front.
Nick,
Okay?
I want to smile. Tom.
You can kneel right here.
You're pretty tall. Gary, you can get in the back there. Let's have, okay, front people sit down, cross-legged, or well, I don't care, just sit down. In fact, front row more cross-legged, second row on
Girls over here there.
Jerry, pull on this side here, we're going to have to bunch in even.
We'll move the wall back.
Move the ball.
I want everybody to do this. We'll do this, man. I want the people in the front row to move right out.
And lick it.
Everybody move.
That was fun.
This has to be as wide as we can go. From her shoulder here. If you're outside of that, you're not going to be in the picture. Her shoulder right here.
And it's a little tall maybe on this side. We got like all the tall people are on the right and all the short people on the left. So let's move. Let's see.
Come on,
Let me have you move on this side. And right.
Take one. Take one. All right. Sit.
We need another group kneeling down right in here behind you.
Get in front of people here.
No. Okay, now we need another row in behind you. You guys
Don't resist. Move right in.
I think that'll be tough.
You can flip off the camera.
We got some people in the back who we can't see.
Stop for me.
Genocide. Come in here right behind Biz.
What's with you? Come on, dude. Step forward.
Damn.
Get over.
I'm not.
One.
That's sure you gotta be in the picture, man. Come on.
Very close, so don't panic.
Yes, you were born. You can't see me. I can't see you. Gotta be charged. Okay, one more here.
Nothing ready yet? Time to get a new battery. Trying to get some energy.
Dan,
Rasta man.
Dan, get in front.
Dad, get in front. I should lay down right in front of everybody on your side.
Vermont?
It's too late.
Here we go. With any luck. There you
It's done.
Stand rather recording.
Boy, that was a short meeting.
Yeah.
Quick go.
Getting word or Mel?
Gotta go eat something.
Dude, man.
hope the pictures all turn out there, Tom.
I think they will.
Great.
You gotta come back and see them. That's for
Yes,
sure.
indeed.
So there, Tom.
Come on, Dan. You didn't film that, did you?
Yep.
Come on, Tom.
It's one of those funky looking cameras again. God damn those
Too
things.
close.
Too close.
Yeah.
Go die. Wow.
Don't touch the lens.
Wow. Cool. Brad. Rookie, dude.
Rookie man.
Dan, I need my air checks. I want to see the grade you got. Okay, give me a name.
Do I necessarily have to take my show tonight? Until I can
Yes,
get
their
further
checks are good practice.
information and shit?
Yeah, you got your tips. Larry, hold it. Hold it, Larry. Let me get a good shot of you. Say thanks, man. Lisa.
Yeah. Hi, my name is the Atomic Rooster. I'm one of the most
professional DJs right at Kmsa. Yeah. Is this a new toy for you?
Yeah.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it's school, huh? It wasn't just that. Other things.
those funny-looking things that appear on the telly? That's sick, Danny.
I'll go for a zipper shot.
What is this thing, man?
Wait a minute, man. Danny's got it. Okay, Danny, go for it. About 4 feet.
Where are you?
Anything. Oh, hey, she'll love it then. Don't be too blurry.
Your wife can see this? Atomic rooster now.
Your wife can see this, Mark?
This is the atomic rooster.
Go for it.
Is it in focus right about here?
Wait, get it in focus.
It's in focus.
It's a biggie, so look out.
Ready?
Can't even see it.
Ready?
Okay, ready?
Oh, that's good.
This is called things like, this is called wooden pegs. This is pretty neat. Watch. You can go up at strange angles. There. Genocide will demonstrate.
Hello. He's a real sucker. Don't pay any attention to him. No.
Well, I'm going.
How do you focus it?
Here, let me film something.
Oh, wow.
Can I?
Damn careful. If you drop it, I'm going to have to kill you.
Okay, where does
Look in there.
go?
Your little hand goes in here. Now if you want to zoom, don't want back up. Okay? And then you got to focus. Right? Watch out, you walk into a chair.
Don't fall over.
Everybody did what they wanted.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Embarrass Celine.
Hopefully it'll stay there.
No, don't embarrass me. No, no.
And they have a bell on them.
You have a beautiful face and it needs to be shown. Oh, there, she's not with you anyway. Oh, you ready to go to lunch?
Yeah, let's go to lunch.
Oh, thank
Lunch.
At this time of night? Yeah, stretch show tonight. Disaster after disaster. Also on the news, I hear Jester.
They don't want to talk to you either.
Lloyd.
Same about you, big boy.
What you blushing for?
I know that way. I'm just joking.
I think I'm getting nervous.
Just joking.
I thought, yeah.
You gotta be in focus when it's inside.
Lloyd was playing a joke on me.
You're not even gonna be in focus. You're way too close. Yeah.
Now that I got your attention.
It's the Big Daddy Show.
Quick, Evo, you get filmed. You got filmed. It's too late. Wait till you see what else got filmed. Oh, really? We gotta see the Charlie Burton video they filmed.
Okay, let's film the empty rooms. Go this way. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What did you flip off the camera or something?
What it looks like? She's learning to pan.
right.
Wait, come over here and get in like a wilderness picture.
Okay, I'll lean against the tree here. What do you think? Is it realistic?
Yeah, it's pretty realistic. What
Country
you do is you
roads.
close in on the zoom, right? Then you focus.
Get out.
Okay.
There, I'm leaning against a tree. This is a bad shot because it looks like something's growing out of my head. I thought I'd tell you that.
Okay.
Oh, get a picture of this. No, come here. Look up. Get a picture of yourself taking a picture.
Wait, oh God. No, I can't. Okay, let's see. Let's go say hi to Jerry over here.
Oh, mine get holes in it. Mine has their own tab.
Danny. Hey, Jerry. Come on.
No, don't talk. I'll have to erase this part. 13 minutes of erased part.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to
Yeah.
let it happen onto you. Okay.
Turn that off, will you, please, so I can get real.
We just got a few minutes. We just got a few minutes left. Wait a minute. Oh, come on, we missed that.
One more time?
Yeah.
Use more time. More time. More time.
Wait, get into a fight now. Like we didn't do
Slap
this.
him. I'll hit you. Bitch.
Slut.
The man has class.
Oh, Ramon! You gay faggot. Choir
How's you know? Danny, I love you, Dan.
I love you, Mark Shortest.
We love you!
I love you, Mark.
Mark.
Mark Shortest.
I'm feeling I'm doing it right now.
They don't like me as much as you.
Turn that off.
That was good, Mark. That
Okay.
was good. It's on camera. You
Professional.
threw it out in front of the camera.
No pictures, please.
Yes, you.
Eject.
You know, we get a lot of
What's wrong here?
Button ain't off yet.
No, you don't want the button off. You gotta eject. It's still on record. Where's the